What are you frowned up about, Carter?
I don't know. I think, you know, we are on a theme tonight, so I'll stay with it. When you came to town, they thought you were pretty much doing devil music too a lot. When you brought James Brown to Municipal Auditorium for your June jams and those volunteer jams, you've always been one of the advocates that it's okay to put whatever the hot music is of your influences into country music.
You know, why not? I mean, you know, my concept has always been, I don't call myself a country artist or any kind of artist. I just kind of follow what I feel like I do best. And if it turns out to be a country song, great. If it doesn't, then that's great too. If it turns out to be 10 minutes long, then so be it. I would not be being honest with myself if I did it any other way. So yeah, let the influences flow. I'm on board.
George?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, George first.
Your current record is a tribute to Bob Dylan. And we played an interview with you back 2 months ago when it came out. All our listeners were curious, have you heard from Bob?
I spoke to Bob right after the album was released, or right before it was released actually, and I haven't heard from him since. I told him I'd send him the records, and, but I haven't heard from him, so I don't know if that's good or bad.
Do you keep up with what's currently on the radio and the current artists, and if so, do you have any favorites or people that are catching your ear?
I don't keep up, I really don't. I don't. I play so much music and create so much music and so involved in what I do that I really don't, I really don't have time to do it actually. Some of my favorite artists though would be, I like Zach Brown Band because they do what they do, as opposed to what some A&R department tells them they have to do. They go in and do what they do. And my feeling is, I'm old enough to say anything I want to say, so I will say it. There are a lot of young people that come to this town who are capable of a lot more than they're ever allowed to do. They write good songs, but if the A&R people don't think they're good enough, or commercial enough for radio to play, they don't get to record them. They don't know how to dress, how to sing, how to walk, how to do this and do that. I believe in letting people be natural. If they're talented people, let their talent come out. Because this music needs innovation, it needs new things. Everybody don't need to sound the same way. So I would say, you know, if you're going to sign an artist because of their talent, not because of what you can take a cookie cutter and make out of him or her.
George?
There is no better person I can ask this question of than you. We're approaching the 4th of July. You have a message for our troops around the world and the POWs and veterans?
Yes, I have a message. We travel this country from coast to coast and border to border every year. And I am appalled at the way that the sport of the military is portrayed in the major media in this country, and the way it's portrayed as being people that are very lackadaisical about the military. It's not that way. People in this country support our military strongly. What has happened to the military, what has happened with the VA, what has happened with their medical treatment stuff is a shame on this country. It's something we cannot put up with. If we owe anybody something in this country, it's our veterans, the people we send out to fight our wars. And people in this nation should be absolutely livid. I am totally livid about what's happened to the VA. You need to start hiring people for their capabilities and not for their political affiliations. Then we could get something done. Yes, ma'am.
Can you just comment on where country music is at today in terms of the size and the scope and the international spectrum that it is now reaching out to? I mean, it's sort of larger than life at this point.
It very much is larger than life. You know, one of the best way I know to personify that is that the ACMs, I know this is a CMA event, but the ACMs are going to do their awards in Dallas next year at Cowboy Stadium. It's sold out in less than an hour. You got 200,000 people coming to Nashville for the CMA. I call it fanfare. I don't care what it is. But you got, I mean, you look at it. It used to be. I remember back when there was, you know, this thing used to take place down at this auditorium down at the fairgrounds. It could no longer be contained there. In fact, the biggest facilities in town cannot contain all the people that come. They have to split up in a lot of different areas to accommodate everybody. The growth of country music has been phenomenal. The thing is now is to keep it moving. It needs innovation. It needs new. It always needs fresh blood. It always needs fresh songs. It needs fresh sounds. So I think it's incredible what's happened to it in my lifetime.
Charlie, talk a little bit about what it's like to play in front of a CMA crowd like this.
You very seldom get a chance to play in front of a truly international crowd. You know, usually going somewhere, you're going to Atlanta, you play for the Atlanta people, or Dallas, you play for the Dallas people. Here you're playing for people from all over the United States, and I don't even know how many foreign countries. And there'll be some people here tonight that have never heard us play live before. There'll be quite a few that have. Even as long as I've been around, there'll be a few people, or quite a few people here that never heard us. And it gives us a chance to, you know, play for them, show them what we can do, and have them take that memory back home with them. And then next time we come to town, let's go see CDB.